Stop playing with them, Riot. How can I lose if I'm already chose? Like, if she feeling hot, then I make that bitch frozen. I get a bitch tired every time that I post. Damn, the party not lit, then I'd rather not go. If she feeling hot, then I make that bitch frozen. I get a bitch tired every time that I post. Damn, it's not bad, they be on my ass. I could hear you hating from the back. Balenciaga baddie got a bag. Nigga munching ate it from the back. Nigga feeling gotta play it cool. Got the zaddy, I'ma make a move. Breaking records, then I'm breaking news. Bitch be pressed like who you? I get whatever I like. Bitches won't bark, but they wanna bite. I got 2 million for using a mic. Bitch, think about that when you type. She wanna party with spice, and the body gon' eat. Bon appetit. Ass. Using a mic, bitch. Think about that when you type. She wanna party with spice, and the body gon' eat. Bon appetit. Ass on fat with the waist on sleep. Ginger hair, pretty con beat. How can I lose if I'm already chose? Like, if she feeling hot, then I make that bitch frozen. I get a bitch tired every time that I post. Damn, the party not lit, then I'd rather not go. If she feeling hot, then I make that bitch frozen. I get a bitch tired every time that I post. Damn, look in the mirror, I'm feeling me. Stacking money with a ceiling bee. 20 to stand on the couch, went out of town. Fuck if they feeling me. He like the way that I dress. Throwing Balenci to flex. Like Mimi, I got him obsessed. Them bitches see me as a threat. The baddest in the room, so tell them to make room. Diamonds glistening on my boot. They gon' listen to my tune. Flow the nicest, but I'm rude. I like niggas, bitches too. Ay.
Wait till you get on the warm-up. Interesting tidbit for this match. So BKDON, also known as Tonka Truck. This is his 3rd ANZT in a row, I believe, seeding. I think the last 2 ANZTs he seeded 33rd, now 32nd, and now this time 31st. So, you know, consistency in the next 31 iterations of ANZT, he will seed first at this pace. But yeah, he is cursed to middle seed eternally. Sephy, on the other hand, I'm not sure if they played last ANZT. I'll actually check. I do not think they did, so maybe their first ANZT. I'm not sure they played an iteration before 10S. Pretty even on this warm-up, though. I think one of the maps Sephy might look to pick, and this map is tapping into, is the No Mod 4. Sephy having a pretty good No Mod 4 score in qualies. This is definitely a No Mod 4 type map, a little bit more awkward for sure, though. I think we should get a fail from one of the players. We're going to get into the rolls. Sephy rolling a 99 and BKDON rolling a 22, so both dubs, but yeah, very tough to beat a 99. BKDON will be banning first. Now, I expect him to ban a tapping map, and he does ban No Mod 2. I was expecting a speedier type map, but No Mod 2 is also in line with some of the tapping maps. Sephy, unsurprisingly, banning Hidden 2. I think the biggest strength BKDON or Tonka Truck has coming into this match is the Hidden Pool, where Sephy had a pretty big hidden weakness in qualies. Decent disparity between their scores. So banning out the AR8 Hidden makes complete sense. I expect BKDON will likely want to pick Hidden 1, Hidden 3 at some point in this match. But Sephy getting right into DT3. This is one of the more noticeable gaps in their quality performances. Sephy having considerably better accuracy and score on the DT3 and quals. I think generally Sephy's going to look to pick speed, Tonka Truck's going to look to pick hidden, and maybe like the No Mod 1, just because he's super comfortable at aim, but No Mod 1's a bit scary just because most people can play No Mod 1 at this stage. Maybe a little bit of a gamble, but thing to look out for with Tonka Truck is his ability to play these early stage pools broadly, you know, on most skill sets. So he might not have had the best time on speed in qualies, but maybe he has the speed at this level. We'll have to see. Sephy going to be the first one to break, and Tonka Truck now holding the combo. I'll say Tonka Truck a lot just because that's generally what I know BKDON by, and a lot of people will. His combo lead is mounting, but Tonka Truck missing in the middle. That's the worst place to miss. Sephy as well with an AC advantage, but does break. BKDON missing again. It's actually gonna be pretty close here. Both players keep finding breaks. But that score lead Tonka Truck managed to get is now flipped over to sephy. Now in his hands. If he can just take this combo for a little bit longer, does find a drop, but neither player has combo. It's gonna be up to this ending section. The scores are very, very close, so any chain miss can make the difference. But I believe sephy will get it by a smaller margin than I anticipated, but you can see the accuracy comfort there, over 2% on accuracy, quite a lot less miscount, but struggling to find combo. However, coming back just to the consistency of being a little bit more comfortable on speed. Now it is BKDON's pick, and I imagine he'll go for Hidden 1 or Hidden 3. I think those are two very, very solid picks. Hard Rock is also a pool that could be explored. I think it's a lot more contested. I think both players had roughly similar Hard Rock scores. It's going to be hard to see what the comparisons are to lower star rating. Tonka Truck does indeed go for Hard Rock 3, so that is Kaleidoscope. Definitely the wonkiest Hard Rock map in the pool. This map coming down a lot to just their ability to aim, alt, and precision. Not precision by circle size, but precision more so in the type of patterns you see in this map. CS 4.8 definitely helps make it more comfortable. To note here, accuracy, I would say this is one of the hardest maps to get consistently high ACK on in the pool. OD10 with slider rack on this type of mapping, pretty brutal. Tonka with some early ACK struggles, both players hitting the patterns. And sephy missing on that blowing pattern. BKDON trades it. Now it's very, very even. It's going to be slightly favored towards sephy for now just because of that slight ACK advantage, but that could change at any point. These two combos are crucial. The first player to miss is going to be at a massive disadvantage. sephy is going to be the first to drop that big combo, and now it is only Tonka Truck holding through. I believe if he carries on the combo for just a little bit longer, he will take this point. Does miss though. Oh, 40k score lead, that is surmountable, especially with this accuracy gap. sephy is recovering. That miss will stop the recovery from happening. Not much time left. I think the combo from BKDON is enough, especially with that miss. Once again, the player winning their pick, but by a pretty thin margin. I believe both maps were won, in the 30k score gap range. So two very, very close first picks, but nobody dropping a breakpoint. It is back to Sephy, and I think you can just stay on speed and tapping maps. You have no mod 5, you have DT2 as options. They're definitely slower than the DT3, but still has a very similar skill set. Does go for DT2. And I imagine if this goes well for Sephy, you probably just go right into no mod 5. I think one thing to look out for in this map is the reverse sliders. I think similar thing in DT3, but it's a few reverse sliders that can definitely catch you out if you're not ready for the timing. Hate to see that happen on a tapping map. But if both players are expecting those reverse sliders, they should be fine. Interesting to see sephy ulting and BKDON single tapping. Normally don't see that when sephy's the one picking it, but might indicate that Tonka Truck is pretty comfortable at this BPM. So far, both players holding very high accuracy. It is neck and neck right now, just that small ACK lead. You have this slow jump section. ACK drops from both players. No shot. This is going to be a double FC. Another ACK drop from sephy. If Tonka Truck holds an FCs, even if sephy FCs, he will win this pick, but can he carry this combo to the end? Any miss can flip it back. Now as we enter the last few patterns, some crazy shake from BKDON, but it's enough. He misses right at the end, restraining those shakes for just long enough to take the breakpoint on DT2 with a superior ACK slider break to sephy's FC. I think it was crucial that Tonka didn't like chain miss a burst with those shakes at the end, because I think like if he had 4 or 5 misses, it might have just flipped the score completely towards the end. Now that puts Tonka at a pretty good spot, up 2-1 going into his pick. Did start with Hard Rock 3, but I still think Hiddens are a great option, especially considering how close the Hard Rock 3 was. That's always Tonka with the caffeine. I can relate. Get a speed buff, but sometimes a control debuff. It does go into Hidden 3. Maybe the map that will likely have the lowest average score, potentially. Pretty consistently challenging. I would definitely say it's one of the harder maps, maybe the hardest map of the round of 64 pool. It depends on the player, but 276 BPM, AR 9.5 hidden. The AR isn't super low, but still relatively dense just because of the BPM. Oh, is this map 1/3? I don't even know. It's map 1/3, then it's, yeah, lower BPM effectively. There's a few patterns in this map that can trip up your reading if you're not super ready. But I think at this round of 64 stage, you have a lot of players who aren't really comfortable with hidden, and this map can be very, very brutal if you're one of those players. See some early breaks from sephy. Finding those misses. Oh, Tonka looking pretty. I was gonna say Tonka looking pretty good, but does find a break. However, I imagine both players might find several breaks throughout this map because of how consistent it is. Now sephy recovering with BKDON droppings actually gives sephy a massive chance to take this, especially taking back the yak advantage. sephy did not look super comfortable at the beginning, but has now found their footing. Pretty long map though, so for this combo to do a significant amount of damage, it needs to carry on for at least 100 or 200 longer, especially with BKDON recovering. sephy will break. And sephy has made a pretty solid score lead, but that is going to start closing. sephy breaking again. MK score difference is going to swing over to BKDON really fast now. Oh, but missing right at that moment. Now evens out the scoreboard. Any amount of combo you can get at this ending matters, and sephy does break. So does BKDON. And sephy take back the breakpoint, especially with that miss from BKDON. Maybe they can. Nobody chain missing on that burst. That'll be the breakpoint taken back from sephy, or from BKDON. Now evening out the match. That was a well-fought breakpoint. Both players super close. Especially towards the end of this map can just be mentally fatiguing. Now it is sephy's pick again. Question is, do you go for no mod 5 considering you lost the DT2 and the BPMs are extremely similar? Although I do think Mod 5 is more stamina intensive, generally, than DT2. And sephy does go for Mod 5, so sticking to their guns, not dissuaded by that DT2 loss. I think the BPM in the bottom left should be 222. I think it's retaining the stats from Hidden 3. I would say this map probably a bit more stamina intensive than the DT2. I don't think the patterns go for as long as some of the streams in DT2, but just more consistent with single taps and bursts strewn out. See an early miss from BKDON. Another miss from BKDON. I was about to say it's still pretty close, but that's going to give sephy a pretty big lead. And now you can see the comfort from sephy approaching the 99% act. BKDON having recovered, but more than halfway through the map now, sephy is still holding an FC. I think sephy would have to miss pretty much now for there to be a chance for BKDON to take this back. And 99% holding the FC, looking super comfortable. And with that miss from BKDON, that spells the end of this pick. All that's remaining to see is if sephy can FC this with 99%, that'd be pretty good. You can see some shakes from sephy as they near the end of this pick. Will miss, probably due to the nerves, but still a really solid score line. Just under 900k. Winning in a pretty dominant fashion, a lot more convincing than the DT3 and obviously the DT2, which BKDON ended up winning. So going into BKDON's next pick, I did say the Hard Rock, the Hidden Pool looked really, really good. Obviously losing that breakpoint on Hidden 3. I still think Tonka Truck or BKDON will be more comfortable on Hidden 1, but might end up being closer than I anticipated. Now let's go for Hard Rock 2 instead, so leaning into the Hard Rock pool. Hard Rock 3 was pretty close, but Hard Rock 2 much more conventional and obviously focuses on the small circle skill set. And while Hard Rock 3 tested the weirder aspect of the Hard Rock skill set, this is more so just straight precision mechanics. Nothing too weird about the stuff other than like one very missable slow slider around the middle, but if you're anticipating it, should be fine. See if it catches anyone out. I think it did catch both aim game and board out in their match. I think this pick can go both ways, as Hard Rock Small Circle tends to do. Sephy under-aiming that jump. Now leave BKDON with the combo. Accuracies are obviously very close, but this combo will do a lot of damage. I think as long as BKDON can get through the missable slow slider, maintain this for a little bit longer, should be in the bag. However, with sephy trailing close by, that 450 combo, can't get too complacent. BKDON does miss. Now the question is there enough time for sephy to make a comeback? If BKDON keeps missing, there might be. Still a 100k score lead needed to be made up. Sephy does have a slight ACK advantage. It's going to be extremely close. I think sephy needs to hit all of these notes. And don't know if they can afford to miss. Sephy does. Oh no! Right at the tail end, as sephy was about to take the score lead, finds a break, and that leaves BKDON winning his own pick by a very thin margin. But being very, very close towards the end there. Now, it is still 3-3. I think sephy's No Mod 5 win isn't currently in the top right, but it is right now evened out. Now, at this point, each player has one remaining pick. So I imagine sephy... Going for DT1 is interesting just because sephy did have quite a better DT1 score in qualies, but this DT1 is so much more comfortable. However, I still think that's a good pick to make. I think after losing 2 Hard Rocks, even if by a thin margin, I just don't know if you want to go Hard Rock 1. So I think maybe DT1 as well as No Mod 4, just because sephy had a pretty good No Mod 4 in qualies, but this No Mod 4, pretty comfortable even if you're not a super seasoned tech player. So I'd like to see a DT1 here. I think BKDON taking a quick BRB. Yep, sephy will pick the No Mod 4. So the other map I was thinking of than DT1. Absolute banger of a song. I don't know if I remember anything super difficult in terms of div spikes to look out for in this map. I think often No Mod 4s have very, very difficult sections that are the gates of having big combo. This map, I think, for the most part, is pretty consistent. We'll still likely have some, you know, difficult streams or maybe cut streams going into the hard parts, but I think for the most part, there's nothing too div spike about this map. This is sephy's pick, sephy's last pick, regardless of the outcome of this map. I'll be BKDON and sephy breaking, sephy losing out on a little bit more accuracy. Both missing on that stream. sephy missing on that slider aim will now give BKDON an advantage. Actually, the accuracy lead here is going to do a lot. BKDON missing. If sephy can get through this difficult section with a combo, our lead will start swinging back. See, as these triples start getting pretty spaced. Not missing on that triple, and now sephy has taken the lead, getting into this slower outro. Taking a fantastic recovery, and will be taking their last pick. Now putting the pressure on BKDON to respond with a win of their own to get a tiebreaker. Now, out of what's remaining, I still think Hidden One is probably BKDON favored. Don't know what else you would go for. No Mod 1 is so swingy, especially as the pick to determine the fate of the match. I don't know if you want to really go for it. BKDON taking his time to think. Rolls 2. Guess there are 2 options. Goes for Hidden 1, so I think a good pick. A pretty consistent Hidden A map. I think it fits right into BKDON's skill set. Obviously, he did lose the breakpoint pretty narrowly on the Hidden 3, but I think he should be fine for this pick. I don't know how comfortable sephy is on Hidden 1. Gauging from Hidden 3 probably will do fine, but I think overall BKDON will have the consistency advantage. This map is all about consistency. I imagine apparently No Mod 3 was the other map he was thinking of. No Mod 3 is interesting. It's not super difficult, but just very, very consistent being a No Mod 3. I think it falls into the similar category as No Mod 1 of being a very coin flip map. Get a miss anywhere. So I think a lot of people will be pretty comfortable, even those who aren't super good on alt. Here I have the Hidden One, the ultimate banger of the pool. This is a skill set that BKDON did have quite an advantage in qualies, the entire Hidden pool, but Steffi's showing on Hidden 3 that they can play Hidden pretty fine. How they go on this one? Currently neck and neck. Getting into the first hard part. BKDON will be the first to break. Finding several misses. sephy, meanwhile, cruising along on the 99. This is a pretty long map, so this combo does not spell the end. sephy does find the miss. Now gives a chance for BKDON to recover. Only halfway through the map, still plenty of time. Finding a miss. With no back advantage or disadvantage, the extra combo sephy had from earlier going to make a difference unless one of the players can find another combo. We have this section, sephy finding a few act drops. I think this is the only section of the map that has any rhythm changes. Sephy breaking. Losing that few hundred combo is going to make a huge difference if BKDON can hold. Does find a break on that wide angle jump. Both players missing. It is neck and neck right now. It's just going to be up to which player hits the most out of this ending section. The score lead within 10k of each player. BKDON with the slight ACK advantage. Both players on the exact same combo. I think this next miss will spell it, and sephy is going to find that miss. BKDON now with the score lead. And he close out his pick and get us a tiebreaker. Does find a break. I'm not sure if it's enough though. sephy on 80 combo. And BKDON with his 5k score lead will take it and give us a tiebreaker. Love to see it. Extremely close at the end there. And here we go. I think this is, I might be wrong, but I believe this is the first stream tiebreaker. The only other tiebreaker was Pepsi Max versus Straub, but that did not get streamed. Yep. This is the first time we get to see the tiebreaker in stream. I think both players will be pretty solid on this. They jack of all trades type map, a little bit of aim, a little bit probably on the techier side. Could favor sephy slightly. Obviously BKDON with the momentum, winning that last pick. BKDON asking for the easy multiplier. There's no way he would. Take it easy on this map. BKDON calling for the Hard Rock matchup. That'd be interesting to see. Imagine this map would be pretty rough with Hard Rock. I do believe easy is not an option. It's the standard no mod hidden Hard Rock as your choices. We can run easy. Interesting. Okay. We're gonna see BKDON on no mod and sephy on Hard Rock. Now, there is definitely Hard Rock comfort if you're a AR10 enjoyer, but I think generally speaking, on a map like this, Hard Rock's gonna be a lot tougher. Unless you're significantly better than your opponent, but obviously this match has been very, very close. I'm not sure if Hard Rock is the go. Especially with accuracy, it's gonna be a lot tougher to hack a map like this on OD10 versus the OD 8.5 you get from no mod. See, there will be a slight score bonus for using Hard Rock, but I don't think it's going to compensate for the accuracy loss you get from playing OD10 on this map. Right now, BKDON holding 99 on the No Mod FC. BKDON will drop. It's now sephy, the combo lead, and he is going to have to combo game hard here because the accuracy will not do it. sephy will find a miss. Scores are very, very even right now, but I think it will flip towards BKDON as he recovers here. See, the aim just looks so much more brutal with that CS 5.2. BKDON getting through those triangles. sephy missing on one of those stack jumps, but now BKDON with almost a 400 combo lead. It's only 30k score gap, but as the map goes on, that will widen. Framing that slider, those little misses going to do more and more damage. But BKDON missing on that space stream. sephy actually hitting it. Unfortunately, didn't have a large combo. Really benefit from hitting that pattern, but BKDON finding some struggles. sephy would have to build up a noticeable combo, which can be pretty hard to do, especially as this map is so consistent, doesn't really give your hand much time to recover. Getting a big combo on that Hard Rock is going to be very tough, but it needs to happen for sephy to close the score gap. But right now, BKDON over 40k score lead, cruising on that No Mod. Accuracy doing a lot for him. BKDON passing the 500 combo mark once again. sephy is actually building a noticeable Hard Rock combo, but BKDON would have to miss and sephy would have to hold on. At this point, the score lead is almost 100k, which is very significant on a map that is this long. Take a crazy string of events for this gap to be closed, but it is possible. With sephy breaking on that space burst, BKDON trades, but it's definitely favored towards BKDON, who has the 100k score lead. As this map closes out, we will have BKDON taking this match on tiebreaker, winning 5-4. Good effort from sephy on the Hard Rock. I think it does make the map considerably harder. Might have been a lot closer if he too went No Mod, but it's going to be it. BKDON over 400k on the No Mod, taking the match. And I believe he will go on to face Dummy in the next round. But we have also, I think, sec. So yeah, BKDON is going to be going up against Dummy, and sephy is going to drop down to losers bracket. Now we do have a match coming out in like 7 minutes. I think it'll be Snowpoint versus Ceiling Waffle. That's going to be another banger close match. I think the stream will stop so that the VOD gets to be cut, but stay tuned because that match is happening in like 5 minutes. So get ready for that. See you then.